The question 1. This sign means 1. All traffic must turn left. 2. No left turn. 3. No U-turn. The correct answer is 2. This sign means drivers cannot make a left turn. It is unsafe and unlawful to make a left turn at an intersection where this sign is posted. The question 2. Which of the following statements about blind spots is true? 1. They are eliminated if you have one outside mirror on each side of the vehicle. 2. Large trucks have bigger blind spots than most passenger vehicles. 3. Blind spots can be checked by looking in your rearview mirrors. The correct answer is 2. Blind spots are areas that a driver cannot see if they look in their mirrors. Large trucks have large blind spots that drivers of other vehicles should avoid. The question 3. If you are driving and you see animals standing near the roadway, 1. Speed up to scare them away. 2. Slow down and proceed with caution. 3. Quickly swerve into the next lane. The correct answer is 2. Slow down and proceed with caution if you see animals that are standing near the roadway. They may unexpectedly bolt or change direction at the last moment. Some animals travel in packs, so there may be more animals just out of sight that are also near the road. The question 4. You should yield to a pedestrian. 1. Only if they are in a crosswalk. 2. At all times, even if the pedestrian is not obeying traffic laws. 3. Only if the traffic lights are in the pedestrian's favor. The correct answer is 2. Always be aware of pedestrians near your vehicle. You must do everything you can to prevent striking a pedestrian, regardless of the circumstances. The question 5. When planning to pass another vehicle, you should 1. Not count on other drivers to make room for you. 2. Assume the driver will let you pass if you use your turn signal. 3. Assume the driver will maintain a constant speed. The correct answer is 1. When planning to pass, do not count on having enough time to pass several vehicles at once or assume that other drivers will make room for you. When you can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror, you may have enough room to return to your driving lane. The question 6. You hit a parked vehicle and can't find the owner. What must you do? 1. Call your insurance company when you get home. 2. Wait for the owner to return. 3. Leave a note with your name and address on the parked vehicle. The correct answer is 3. If you hit a parked vehicle or other property, you must leave a note with your name, phone number, and address securely attached to the vehicle or property that you hit.
The question 7. If you plan to pass another vehicle, you should 1. Not assume the other driver will make space for you to return to your lane. 2. Assume the other driver will let you pass if you use your turn signal. 3. Assume the other driver will maintain a constant speed. The correct answer is 1. Even when you signal, you should not assume that the space you want to occupy is free or that other drivers will give you the right of way. The question 8. This sign means 1. Merge. 2. Winding road ahead. 3. Reserved parking for persons with disabilities. The correct answer is 1. This sign warns that 2 lanes of traffic going the same direction will soon merge into 1 lane. The question 9. A broken yellow centerline indicates that 1. Passing is not permitted. 2. Passing on the right is permitted when the way ahead is clear. 3. Passing on the left is permitted when the way ahead is clear. The correct answer is 3. A broken yellow centerline next to your side of the road indicates that traffic may cross the centerline to pass from your side of the road. The question 10. What usually causes a locked wheel skid? 1. Braking too hard at a slow speed. 2. Braking lightly at a slow speed. 3. Braking too hard at a fast speed. The correct answer is 3. A locked wheel skid is most commonly caused by a driver braking too hard while traveling at a high speed. Drivers should use their brakes smoothly and gradually. The question 11. If you become drowsy while driving, you should 1. Try to fight it. 2. Take a break. 3. Take some caffeine pills. The correct answer is 2. If you start to feel tired while driving, drive to the first available rest stop or service area to take a break, nap, stretch, or change drivers. You should not rely on caffeine pills or energy drinks, as these are not a replacement for rest and may make your driving even more dangerous. The question 12. When you are facing a green light and there are pedestrians in the intersection. 1. You must yield the right-of-way to pedestrians. 2. You have the right-of-way over pedestrians. 3. Pedestrians must wait for you to cross. The correct answer is 1. When facing a green light, you must yield to pedestrians and vehicles already in the intersection. Drivers must yield to pedestrians when turning on a steady green signal. The question 13. When driving behind another vehicle at night, you should 1. Keep your headlights on the low beam setting. 2. Use your high beam headlights until you are within 10 feet of the vehicle ahead. 3. Use your high beam headlights. The correct answer is 1. Use high beam headlights only when driving in rural areas and when other cars are not nearby. Lower your headlights to their low beam setting when you are following closely behind another driver. The question 14. Which of these statements is true about large trucks? 1. They take longer to stop than passenger vehicles. 2. They all have air brakes that allow them to stop quickly. 3. They are more maneuverable than passenger vehicles. The correct answer is 1. Large trucks take longer to stop than other vehicles traveling at the same speed. The average passenger vehicle traveling at 55 miles per hour can stop within 400 feet. However, a large truck traveling at the same speed can take almost 800 feet to stop. The question 15. It is a very windy day. You're driving and a dust storm blows across the freeway, reducing your visibility. You should decrease your speed and turn on your 1. Interior lights. 2. Parking lights. 3. Headlights. The correct answer is 3. Drivers must use their headlights anytime conditions prevent them from seeing other vehicles. Conditions with lowered visibility include dust, clouds, rain, snow, smoke, or fog on or near the roadway. The question 16. This sign means 1. Traffic signal ahead. 2. Stop. 3. Yield the right of way. The correct answer is 1. This sign warns of an approaching traffic signal. The question 17. You want to park downhill on a two-way road and there is no curb. Which way do you turn your front wheels? 1. Straight ahead. 2. Right, toward the side of the road. 3. Left, toward the center of the road. The correct answer is 2. When parking facing downhill on a road with or without a curb, or when facing uphill on a road without a curb, turn your front wheels toward the edge of the road so your vehicle will roll away from traffic if the brakes fail. However, when parking uphill on a road with a curb, turn your wheels toward the center of the road so the vehicle will roll into the curb if the brakes fail. The question 18. If you drive 55 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone, you can be given a speeding ticket. 1. Under no circumstances because it is always legal. 2. If the road or weather conditions require a slower speed. 3. Only if you are approaching a sharp curve in the road. The correct answer is 2. California has a basic speed law, which means that you may never drive faster than would be safe in current conditions. Even if your speed is slower than the posted limit, you may still be cited if you are going too fast for conditions. When deciding how quickly to drive, drivers should take multiple factors into account, such as the speed of surrounding vehicles, the condition of the road surface, the presence of bicyclists and pedestrians, and weather conditions. The question 19. This symbol is used for 1. Dangerous intersections. 2. Slow-moving vehicles. 3. Yield signs. The correct answer is 2. A reflective orange triangle on the rear of a vehicle means it travels only at slow speeds. You may see this sign on roadwork equipment, farm vehicles, or horse-drawn wagons and carriages. It appears as a solid orange triangle during the day and a hollow red triangle at night. The question 20. You want to turn left at an upcoming corner. Yield the right-of-way to 1. Oncoming vehicles also turning left. 2. All approaching vehicles. 3. Pedestrians on the sidewalk waiting for a walk signal. The correct answer is 2. When making a left turn, you must yield to pedestrians, bicyclists, or other vehicles moving on their green light. The question 21. When driving in fog, you should 1. Use your high beam headlights. 2. Use your parking lights. 3. Use your low beam headlights. The correct answer is 3. Drivers should use low beam headlights when driving in fog. High beams will reflect back at the driver, making it difficult to see. The question 22. California's move over law requires 1. All vehicles to stay in the right lane at all times. 2. Trucks to use the left lane. 3. All vehicles to vacate the lane closest to an emergency vehicle that is stopped with its lights flashing. The correct answer is 3. If an emergency vehicle with its lights on is stopped on the side of the road, California drivers are required to vacate the lane directly next to the vehicle, if possible. If a driver cannot move over safely, they must slow down and proceed with caution. This law also applies when approaching a stop tow truck or Department of Transportation vehicle. The question 23. When you drive through a construction zone, you should 1. Stop to watch the workers. 2. Decrease your following distance. 3. Pass the construction zone carefully and not rubberneck. The correct answer is 3. To avoid contributing to chronic traffic congestion, you should not rubberneck. That is, you should not slow down to look at out of the ordinary things. The question 24. To help avoid skidding on slippery surfaces, you should 1. Shift to a lower gear after starting down a steep hill. 2. Speed up to enter curves and slow down to exit them. 3. Slow down before entering curves and intersections. The correct answer is 3. Slow down before you enter a curve because you do not know what may be ahead. Braking on a curve may cause you to skid. The question 25. Which of the following is true about vehicles displaying a diamond-shaped sign that indicates a hazardous load? 1. They are not allowed to drive on freeways. 2. They must stop before crossing railroad tracks. 3. They are not allowed to exceed 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is 2. Vehicles displaying hazardous load signs are required to stop before crossing railroad tracks. The question 26. Drivers turning left must yield to 1. Oncoming vehicles traveling straight or turning right. 2. Passing cars. 3. No one in particular. The correct answer is 1. Drivers making a left turn must yield to all vehicles approaching from the opposite direction. This includes bicycles and motorcycles.
27. This sign means 1. No right turn. 2. You must turn right. 3. Watch for traffic on your right. The correct answer is 1. The sign prohibits right turns. You cannot make a right turn at an intersection where the sign is posted. The question 28. When can you drive in a bike lane? 1. During rush hour traffic if there are no bicyclists in the bike lane. 2. When you are within 200 feet of a cross street where you plan to turn right. 3. When you want to pass a driver ahead of you who is turning right. The correct answer is 2. If there is a bike lane, drive into the bike lane no more than 200 feet before a turn. Watch for bicyclists or motorcyclists who may get between your vehicle and the curb. The question 29. When parking uphill on a two-way street with no curb, your front wheels should be 1. Turn to the left, toward the street. 2. Turn to the right, away from the street. 3. Parallel with the pavement. The correct answer is 2. When parking on a hill, either uphill or downhill, where there is no curb, you should turn your wheels so that the vehicle will roll away from the center of the road if the brakes fail. The question 30. You are required to stop your vehicle. 1. At any intersection where a police officer orders you to stop. 2. Where there is a red traffic light. 3. Both of the above. The correct answer is 3. You must come to a complete stop at a steady or flashing red traffic light. You must always obey instructions given by officers directing traffic, regardless of any posted signs or traffic signals. The question 31. If a traffic signal light is not working, you must 1. Stop, then proceed when safe. 2. Stop before entering the intersection and let all other traffic go first. 3. Slow down or stop only if necessary. The correct answer is 1. If a traffic signal is not working and no lights are showing, you should proceed cautiously as if the intersection is controlled by stop signs in all directions. Question 32. A vehicle suddenly cuts in front of you, creating a hazard. What should you do first? 1. Honk and step on the brake firmly. 2. Take your foot off the gas pedal. 3. Swerve into the lane next to you. The correct answer is 2. If a vehicle merges in front of you too closely, take your foot off of the accelerator. This will create space between you and the vehicle ahead without requiring you to slam on your brakes or swerve into another lane. The question 33. If your vehicle has a mechanical problem, 1. Signal and pull into the slow lane. 2. Stop in your lane and put on your hazard lights. 3. Put on your hazard lights and pull off the road. The correct answer is 3. If your vehicle breaks down on a highway, make sure other drivers can see it. Get your vehicle off the road and away from traffic if at all possible, and turn on your emergency flashers to show that you are having trouble. The question 34. This sign means two-way traffic, change in direction ahead, school zone and crossing. The correct answer is 1. This sign informs drivers that they are leaving a divided roadway and approaching a two-way highway. The question 35. You must show proof of insurance to law enforcement. So, only if you are involved in a collision. If you are involved in a collision or stopped for a citation. Only if you are stopped and cited. The correct answer is 2. You must have evidence of financial responsibility, such as proof of insurance, with you whenever you drive. You must always show proof of insurance and your license to an officer upon request after a traffic stop or collision. The question 36. U-turns in business districts are Sacker, always illegal because they are dangerous. Legal whenever oncoming vehicles are not a hazard. Legal at intersections unless a sign prohibits them. The correct answer is 3. In a business district, you may make a U-turn only at an intersection unless a sign prohibits it, or where openings are provided for turns.